Okay, so this is gonna be more like a chill type of video because like this isn't gonna be very heavily edited or not edited really at all like my previous videos. But of course, as you can tell by just the setting or like just what is on your screen right now, we're gonna be ranking the S-class heroes like based on their strength from obviously strongest to weakest. Now, I'm sure you guys know how these tier lists go. Like top of S is like the strongest, the bottom of S is like the weakest, top of A strongest, top of or bottom of A weakest. You guys get the gist. But of course, before we start ranking these guys, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new, because I post quite a lot of One Punch Man content. And if this is your first video you stumble across, then I suggest watch some other videos, because this isn't my best or well edited video that I've ever done. But anyway, let's just get into the video, because I just want to start off by just ranking some of these guys. Now, starting off with the S class, or not the S class, but starting off with S rank, or rank S on this tier list. And obviously we know number one is obviously going to be Blast. Like, it's no question at all. Blast is the strongest S-class hero, no doubt. He was able to pretty much beats Flashy Flash by fear, which is one of the best feats in the series, of course. And obviously he just outsped Flashy Flash, who is one of the fastest characters in the series. Well, we know that other characters like Platinum S and Current Garo are faster than Flashy Flash and Saitama, but he is still like top 5 fastest in the series. So that's still very impressive from Blast, and it looked like Blast didn't even try when he did it. But moving on to, I guess, the next person, which in my opinion would obviously be Tatsumaki. Now, personally, I feel like Tatsumaki is like an above dragon, around like 60% above dragon. And I know some of you guys might want to use the new term that Zonin kind of, I guess, updated about above dragon, which is Ryo Ijo. But personally, I kind of don't like it. I mean, I'm pretty used to above dragon, so I'm not too sure if I want to even switch to using Ryo Ijo. But if you guys want to, you guys can, because they basically mean the exact same thing, but it's just a more accurate translation. And I feel like I'll make an entire separate video about my thoughts on Ryo Ijo, but right now is not the time to talk about it. But obviously Tatsumaki is number 2 for me, because I mean, she is pretty damn strong. The things she's done in this arc is are just crazy. She has been very, very impressive. She was able to beat Saika Sorochi, who is, in my opinion, also another above dragon, probably around a mid above dragon as well, but maybe 40%. But personally, I feel like Tatsumaki might be around like 50% above dragon, maybe a little bit higher, but that's where I see Tatsumaki in this tier list. But moving on, wait, I just need to take a sip of this iced tea. If you guys don't like iced tea, then I don't know what you guys are doing, because iced tea is really, really nice. But that's besides the point. I'm just really thirsty, and I don't really feel like editing this out, because I just don't want to. But that's the good stuff, man. Oh my goodness. I might make a whole video just about iced tea, but let me know if you guys want to see that, because I will generally make it. Like, I will make it. But anyway, now on to the next character on this list that will be an S class. And personally, this isn't even a meme. Like, this is genuinely what I think. But I feel like next on this list would probably be King. I'm not even memeing or nothing, because this guy has like insane potential. Like, he has the ability to like summon Saitama and Garo. He has the ability to like control the relation between cause and effect. What can't King really do? Like, King is kind of invincible, I won't lie. But of course, we all know King's situation. King is like strongest character in the series, easily stomps everybody. But it's just like we need to see more from King to kind of, solidify him as the strongest S-class hero. But anyway, moving on to the next character, and I think it's actually Metal Knight. Now, Metal Knight, well, if you guys have read the webcomic, if you guys have read the webcomic, then you would know that Metal Knight is most likely like one of the strongest characters in the entire series. Like, he has like the best or the strongest army. I mean, he was the one that created the Hero Association in like, I'm pretty sure in like a day or a week or something. Just ignore the background like ice cream truck. I don't know why there's an ice cream truck at this time, but you know, that's besides the point. But I feel like, yeah, Drive Knight or Metal Knight is one of the strongest characters in the series. And once we get, you know, maybe later on in the arcs, we'll start to see just how strong he is. But I feel like he definitely is above Dragon easily. But anyway, moving on to the next character. And this is actually the final character in S rank or in the S category. And you guys guessed it, that is Flashy Flash. Now, in my opinion, I feel like Flashy Flash is kind of like, he's kind of a weird one. I'm actually trying to find Flashy Flash. Where is he? Did I even add him onto this? I'm pretty sure I did, but he's kind of lost. Wait, I'm actually not too sure where I put him, but Flashy Flash is definitely here, and he's like easily like one of the strongest characters in the series. Obviously, as we go on, you know, as we move on into the series, we're going to see more stronger characters, but you know, Flashy Flash is still one of the strongest, and I say he's probably around like 5% above Dragon, 5 to 10% above Dragon maybe. But yeah, he's pretty strong regardless. But anyway, I don't think I actually managed to add Flashy Flash in here. Maybe I forgot him, but you guys can just imagine he's at the bottom of S class basically. But anyway, moving on to the next character, and that is actually at the top of A class, which I think is Drive Knight. Now, you guys just hear me out. I feel like Drive Knight still hasn't shown us everything he's capable of in the series. We know that, I mean, I'm pretty sure like the whole fan base knows at this point that his transformations are based off of shogi pieces. So I mean, he's only shown about maybe 5 or 6 different forms. He's shown, you know, knights, chariots, lance, gold. He's shown a few, so I feel like there is still more that he has to show. So once he's shown that, I feel like he would maybe even be above Dragon. Maybe I feel like Drive Knight is basically just like Jenos but better, you know. But I know that might anger a few people, but that's just genuinely what I think. But moving on to the next character in the A rank or in the A category, and that is actually Bang. Now personally, I feel like Bang is like, he's always been like a really strong S class hero, but I feel like what limits Bang is just just the amount of attack power that he has. His attack power is pretty good, but it more relies on technique. I feel like he needs a really destructive move that could destroy maybe like a whole island. If Bang had that ability, he would maybe probably be like, you know, low above Dragon. But I feel like Bang is just kind of a all-rounder. Like, he has good durability, good technique, good strength, good speed, but none of those categories are just outstanding. Like, for example, Flashy Flash, for example, has like crazy speed. That's what makes him into that, you know, that's what makes him just edge him into like that above Dragon character, you know, above Dragon category, sorry. But Bang just doesn't have that. He's just kind of an all-rounder that's just, you know, he's like a solid S-class hero. But of course he was able to, you know, go head to head against Pre-Awakened Garo, which just kind of I guess guarantees that he is stronger than Darkshine, because Darkshine wasn't even able to beat a form weaker than Pre-Awakened Garo, and Blast was able to go head to head against Pre-Awakened Garo. So I mean, that kind of confirms that Blast is stronger than Darkshine. And fair enough, Darkshine was, you know, he did have like the whole psychological thing, but I think I'll still give it to Bang, because Darkshine's whole strength is kind of skewed right now, because it's kind of hard to tell if, you know, Darkshine was ever as strong as we actually thought he was. But that's besides the point. We're not on to we're not on to Darkshine just yet. But moving on to the next character on this, you know, in this category, and for me personally, I feel like that is Atomic Samurai. Now, Atomic Samurai is, you know, he probably would have been a bit lower than this, to be honest, if he didn't unlock the Sunblade. I feel like the Sunblade is really carrying Atomic Samurai right now, but it's still part of his arsenal, so, you know, I'm not going to discredit him any more than I already have. But Atomic Samurai is definitely really strong now that he's acquired the Sunblade, and once he gets the Moonblade, Atomic Samurai is just gonna keep just getting stronger. But apart from that, that's all I have to really say about Atomic Samurai. And next up is actually Darkshine. Now, this is actually hard to pick between Darkshine and Child Emperor. I feel like they're pretty interchangeable because Child Emperor, it's pretty hard to say because I'm not too sure if Child Emperor is always going to use Brave Giant. Brave Giant is kind of just his last resort, kind of strongest move or strongest form or strongest machine, you could say. So I feel like maybe Darkshine might just edge it by a little bit, but they're pretty interchangeable in my opinion. But Darkshine is in the A category. I feel like putting Darkshine any lower than this would be kind of disrespectful, because even though he has been kind of disrespected in this arc, he still is a pretty strong S-class hero despite that. But okay, the next character in this category, as you can tell, is actually Child Emperor. Now, Child Emperor is definitely one of the smartest and strongest characters in the series. Well, I feel like in terms of strength, he's not exactly too crazy, but he's strong enough in my opinion. And of course, finally, last in A category is Jenos. And a lot of you guys might be pretty angry by this, because you guys must be like, hey, isn't Jenos like, he was able to beam clash with Psycho Sorochi? Well, you guys need to know that that is 10-second mode Jenos, and we're going off the manga version only of Jenos. So without that 10-second mode, Jenos is just kind of a regular dragon, to be honest. That 10-second mode would probably put, Jenos in maybe like above dragon. But without the 10-second mode, Jenos is just, a regular dragon who is kind of just at the bottom of the A category for now. But now moving on to the B category, we have Metal Bat, who is at the top of the B category. I was actually pretty tempted to put Metal Bat in A, but it's kind of weird because I don't see Metal Bat winning against anyone inside of A. So I feel like it was just best to put him in highest of B. But after what Metal Bat has shown in these current few chapters, I feel like it's pretty safe to say that Metal Bat is solidly in B tier or top of B tier. Before these chapters, I probably would have put Metal Bat maybe in the mid of B, maybe even at the bottom of B. But now that we've seen what Metal Bat can do, obviously with the help of Garo, but still regardless, I don't want to discredit Metal Bat anymore. And I feel like, Metal Bat has proven himself enough to be at the top of B. You guys, this is purely opinionated, by the way. So, you guys can have your own opinions about how strong you think these guys are and your rankings and everything. You can even tell me in the comments, because I really do want to know what you guys think about, how strong these S-class heroes are and your rankings. But anyway, moving on, we have Watchdog Man, who is around like, second in B tier. There's not much to go off of Watchdog Man, but he was able to like completely overwhelm like Hero Hunter Garo. So that is a pretty impressive feat in my opinion. But anyway, next in B tier is actually Zombie Man. Now, Zombie Man has, he's shown enough in my opinion to be like, in the middle of B tier, or in the middle of B tier. Zombie Man, he was able to, I guess, I feel like Zombie Man's regeneration obviously carries him, but, I still feel like Zombie Man is still pretty strong regardless. Like, he uses his weapons, he's pretty strong in that aspect. He's like a weapon specialist, I'm pretty sure. He uses axes, he has pretty good physical strength, especially for like a relatively normal human. But anyway, moving on, we have Pig God in the bottom of B tier. And I feel like Pig God just hasn't shown enough for me to actually put him any higher, because, he's just done nothing to, he's done pretty much nothing in this arc. So I don't think I can put him any higher than B, but, maybe Pig God might show something really crazy in the next couple of chapters. Who knows? But now finally moving on to C tier, and at the top of C tier we have My Mask. Now My Mask, in my opinion, he's technically A class, but I mean we can pretty much say that he's like S class basically. So I'm pretty sure he's like top of C tier. He's shown a pretty few impressive things in this arc, so I mean, it's pretty fair to say he's probably top of C tier. C tier is pretty, like, there's not much difference in, like, their strength. It's just pretty, like, small. Like, the difference is pretty small in, in between their strengths. So they're all pretty much relatively around the same strength. But this is probably how I'd rank the C category. But yeah, that's pretty much my rankings. Of course, we know that Flashy Flash is at the bottom of S tier. And yeah, that's pretty much the only person I've missed in this tier list. But yeah, this is my tier list on how strong I think the S class are from weakest to strongest. Obviously, top of S being the strongest, number 1, and bottom of C being the weakest in number 18, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. This video was pretty chill. Like, there's not much to really say. This is just my updated rankings. I'll probably do this at the end of every arc of One Punch Man, but of course I feel like the S class are kind of done for the rest of this arc, so I feel like it was time to make this. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. If you like the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And apart from that, I will see you in my next video. Of course, if you haven't tried Lipton tea or Lipton iced tea, then you definitely should, because it tastes pretty nice in my opinion. God damn, it tastes so good.